welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm gonna get ready for the day while telling you a convention horror story. This story happened at ColossalCon in 2023, and before I proceed, this is not the convention's fault whatsoever. So it was summer of 2023, I was feeling good, I had just gotten endometriosis excision surgery, and I was really excited to just, go live my life pain-free again. But during that time, there were some pretty intense Canadian wildfires, and the ash had spread to the United States. We were in Ohio when this happened, and we didn't know that it hit Ohio. So me and my friends were all feeling really snotty, and we were just kind of blaming it on the cottonwood trees. Since we thought the allergy season was just being particularly brutal, we picked up some allergy meds that we have taken before and we knew we had fine reactions to. That is relevant for later. The people in this story are me, my twin sister Zoe, my friend Benton, and my friend Bree. The four of us made it to the convention on the unofficial first day, meaning we went there on Wednesday and we picked up our badges. And after we got our badges, we were like, we should go to the local Kroger and pick up some snacks for the weekend. For some reason, when we got to the Kroger, my fingers started feeling really numb and I started feeling very anxious, and I was like, I'm gonna wait in the car and just try to calm down because I don't think that the fluorescent grocery store lighting is gonna help me very much. So I waited in the car, everyone got their snacks, we went back to the hotel, we went to bed. We woke up the next morning, our suspected allergies once again feeling pretty bad, so I took another dose of my allergy medication and got ready for the day. It shaped up to be a really good day. I was cosplaying Todoroki and I got my first ever ribbon, which is how I ended up falling in love with the ribbon game. But later in the day, things started feeling wrong. ColossalCon has this thing called the Otaku Craft Fair, and we were waiting in line for the Otaku Craft Fair. It's one day only, so that's the only day we can check out these specific artists. And when we got to the front of the line to get in, I started feeling really, really bad. I was having the same numb, tingly feeling in my hands, but also in my feet and also up my legs and down my arms. And my heart started beating really fast again, and I genuinely felt like I was gonna pass out. It felt like my vision was tunneling. So I turned to my friend Benton and I was like, hey, I'm gonna sit outside. And obviously he was like, yeah, are you good? Are you okay? And I'm like, I'm just feeling a little bit off. I'm just gonna sit outside and try to figure out what's going on. Can I tell the next part of the story while putting eyeliner on? We're about to find out. So I make it back into the hallway and I start sweating profusely. I was on medication at the time that caused hot flashes, so I just kind of thought maybe it was my medication. But I was not feeling like a person at this point. My cosplay had a zipper to keep it on and I had fully unzipped it. I was wearing a sports bra underneath. It was fine. It was decent. I had to take off my wig. I was covering my ears because sound was too much and I didn't have any headphones or earplugs. The lights felt really bright. I was wondering what the was going on. I genuinely started wondering if I needed to call an ambulance. It was that bad. I was like, do I call my dad? Do I text my friends? I don't know what to do. I was 24, so I really should have figured out how to handle the situation, but I didn't. When my friends found me again, I was lying on the floor behind a trash can, no wig, shirt unzipped, looking like death. Benton immediately ran to go grab me some water, while Zoe and Bree were like, holy shit, are you okay? They each bought me little presents from the craft fair, which I really appreciated because I really wanted to go in, and I even had friends who were working at the craft fair and I didn't get to see them for the entire con because of this incident. Zoe lent me her headphones from her cosplay, which was very funny, and I really did appreciate it because it did help block out some of the extra sound because I was feeling very overwhelmed at this point. And someone at the convention was handing out promotional ColossalCon fans, which saved my life. That helped me feel so much better while I was sweating profusely. I toughed it out for Zoe's panel, and then we went back to the hotel where I got back into my pajamas, just sort of stared at the ceiling for a while and waited for everything to subside. And I started thinking to myself, I was like, wait a minute. I had a more mild version of these symptoms yesterday after I took my allergy meds. So I did some research and lo and behold, I was having one of the severe negative side effects for Afrin. I had been taking Afrin for allergies for years up until that point. I don't know what changed. So I said, screw it, I will not be taking this medication anymore. If I have to be a mouth breather for the rest of the con, so be it. And that's exactly what I did, and everything was fine, and I got to enjoy the rest of the convention. And with all of that said, medical issues aside, this is still one of my favorite conventions. Is there a moral of the story? I don't know. That was one of the scariest things that has ever happened to me, but I'm just glad that overall the cause of the situation was very minor and easily fixable. So yeah, that's my convention horror story. Has anything like this ever happened to you? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know in the comments if you want to hear any more of my convention horror stories, or any of my good convention stories, or any of my convention stories for that matter. If you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe so you can see more of my shenanigans, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!